Hi, Star Family. Okay, welcome to your reading. This one is very, very exciting for me to relay because I was seeing like a very specific scene that we're going to get into. However, there is something about a new selection of timelines which has become readily available for you, and I'm seeing like now accessible because you're aware of them. So this is leading to you applying your free will down a completely different trajectory, and it's due to a calling or initiation that you guys are receiving during this time. And it feels like, again, there's an intangible force that's leading your life, but I don't get it as anything that's like external to you. It's more of like this internal calling, almost like a judgment call that you're receiving. And there's something about you've been able to revisit how well, or you've done some type of introspection or soul searching in regards to how well your actions in the physical are aligning with your soul's, I'm hearing urge. You might want to look up your soul urge number, but your soul's desires and initial intentions when first descending onto earth. And this is a scene that we're seeing, right? So it was like the hermit that's come from this long journey, and he's walking into the pillars of the high priestess's temple, right? And she's like opening up this papyrus for him, or this scroll for him. And it's interesting because like I was shuffling right before, right? And I was being told to get my legacy deck. So a lot of you, I feel like this is something to do with your legacy. And it's something that is over a decade old. So I feel like this is something that has, it's well seasoned. It's something that you may be like very familiar with, or you may be uncovering that you've been familiar with in past lives or parallel lives that you're now recovering the memory of. But it is something that you're acquainted of, whether it's something that you were unconscious of that you're now becoming aware of, but it's been within you all along is the energy that I'm getting. But yeah, it's like the high priestess and the hermit, and it's like you're stepping through these pillars, and there's these new timelines or access points that are being made readily available to you. And then I was also seeing something about looking through the looking glass, or they were telling me something about, non-Euclidean geometry, which is like this, it's this geometric structure or access point or portal point that is being revealed to you right now during this time in your life. So again, this could be a stargate where it's going to lead to an acceleration of events due to you gaining some kind of foresight into your destiny before it unfolds. It's almost like you're getting a glimpse into what could be, and it's through your imagination, which is a preview of your life's upcomings. So again, a lot of you, it's just it's this internal knowing. It's like where Neo meets the Oracle, right? It's where Alice meets the Cheshire Cat, and there's almost this cryptic code or this Morse code that you guys are unlocking during this time, but it's from an internal knowing in regards to the true nature of this reality, and being able to, I'm hearing, like, not just embody but also practice your infinite potential while having a human experience. So yeah, there is something about like this complete congruency between your higher nature and also your lower nature. And it's been a path that's been super hard to tread. Not a lot of people are, I'm hearing, going to go within and do this shadow work or do this soul searching that you guys have. I'm getting almost like you've gone through this dark night of the soul, and there is something that you've recovered. And it's almost like, it reminds me of the Emerald Tablets where he says, make it hard for the seeker to tread, thus will the weak and wavering be rejected. And you guys have had this unwavering faith, and that's why you're being I'm hearing eligible for these new timelines, because they're only accessible via frequency, okay, and resonance. So these are secrets that have been hidden and guarded, and I feel like, again, you've unlocked this conversation with the universe or your higher knowing, and these have been preserved in like symbols, okay? They've been hidden, where a lot of people have, it says the profound may denounce and laugh. So there is something about, other people may not understand because they just don't have they're not looking at through the right eye. I'm almost getting, it's like you can look through this experience through the eyes of the human, or you can look at this experience through the eyes of the soul, but you have two eyes to look and one to see, and you guys are seeing and foreseeing a lot in regards to your destiny right now, or your legacy, right, with a legacy deck. So yeah, it's super interesting, and this is because you guys are whole in your wisdom, you're pure in your heart, and you are strong in your purpose during this time, right? And I was also seeing black light for some reason in the astral, which represents a hidden aspect of yourself, which you're now becoming like very acquainted with, and a lot of you have explored deep within your subconscious, and there's something that's been repressed or suppressed, or there's almost like a mystery that you're uncovering during this time, and it could have seemed like a little bit unsettling at first, just because it made you probably question your existence, I'm hearing, again, or the nature of this reality, but you're unveiling the unknown, and it's almost like the human veil is completely lifting, or the human condition is lifting, even if just temporarily, to give you a glimpse into what has already become, but you're just going to now witness the becoming of it as you take these, I'm hearing precautions, as you take these steps, okay? And as you walk a path that hasn't been walked before, at least when it comes to your ancestral lineage. So yeah, there is something about something being revealed to you during this time, and you're investigating something within yourself or within this life, and your intuition and inner awareness is again allowing you to apply your free will. I'm hearing in a very practical ways to see this come to be, okay? And again, this is something that's usually invisible under normal light. So this is like a heightened intuition that you have, or the ability to see things beyond surface level. And I'm hearing no small talk. Yeah, no small talk. So again, a lot of you, it's almost like you're in, I'm hearing like you're locked into whatever this is, right? So yeah, there is something about shadow work that's taken place, and also this could be to do with a creative project for a lot of you, or like burst of creative energy that you're receiving during this time. But yeah, I feel like it's mainly because you're calling back your life force that has been, you know, entangled quantumly with just timelines that you feel like, I'm hearing, are not as auspicious as this one. So there is something about it not being personal. It really is just vibrational. And this thing, it vibrationally allows you to act on your highest excitement in some way. Like it really just excites you internally in a way where I'm hearing like nobody may be able to understand fully. Okay, so yeah, let me go ahead and tell you what I was seeing before, right? So I was just getting ready for like this read, right? And I was just shuffling some of the cards, and this one came flying out. So this is gravitational acceleration that you guys have during this time, and it kind of gives me again this new trajectory that you're heading down, but we'll go ahead and read it. It's very, very auspicious, and it comes after a golden hour. Okay, so this is almost like a very special insight that you guys have gained. So this talks about gravitational attraction is the force which makes an object move towards the core of a celestial body. So again, there is something about a force that's moving within you, and you guys being a celestial body. And it talks about dispensing with possible atmospheric. We have the siren right now, again, like a calling, right? It's almost like the judgment, where it's like your soul's yearning for this thing. But it says dispensing with possible atmospheric resistance and constantly increasing its speed. And I'm hearing it's something that you can no longer ignore, because that's what judgment is. It usually is something that some people can try to repress and suppress. And again, it's like a Pluto energy, which shows that, you know, you're never going to be the same. You guys are going through a change that cannot be undone. Your life is changing in ways that you can never go back to. Because I'm seeing like now you're aware of this, or you've seen this, it's like you cannot unsee it, you know? It reminds me of yeah, once your consciousness has expanded to new dimensions, it can no longer return back to its old form, you know? So this talks about clear direction and a force of action that you guys are taking during this time. The previous speed of the process changes its rhythm and accelerates towards the defined target. So this could be like a goal-orientated person that you guys are right now, and I'm hearing spirit. So the available energy flow gains momentum, strength, and determination. And again, this kind of reminds me of the Chariot card, where it's like your intention is completely aligned with your actions at all times. You know, it's like you're following the path of your values. Again, your path of your highest excitement keeps coming up, because I keep seeing 5th house elements. But yeah, it's like it's psyche energy with Pluto. It's like the call of the soul. We have another siren right now. You know, this is like a calling. It's the intersection of where your divinity meets your physical vessel, and they move as one through this experience. There is no inconsistency there. There is no contradiction there, you know? And I'm hearing if you fall for temptation and stay in things that may be familiar to you or comfortable, that is going to be a contradiction to the type of life that you want. And I feel like a lot of you guys have seen that. Yeah, we also have energy. That's like the last one here. So it kind of gives me Uranus energy, you know, something like a lightning bolt coming through. Let's try and get one more then. I'm also seeing creative breakthrough. I just saw that written right now with the lightning. So this could be a creative breakthrough that you guys have, or you're on the verge of a breakthrough right now. What flipped? Ooh, X-ray came out with it though. I love this, because this is like seeing life through the eyes of the soul. And we have entropy. Okay, so let's talk about entropy. Okay, entropy. and X-rays. X-rays I love. The first ever card I had pulled from this deck, and it's called the Cosmic Oracle, for those of you who are interested, was the X-ray card. And it talks about you, again, seeing, it kind of is like a black light energy, you know, because it's like you're seeing a layer of this reality and that you cannot unsee, essentially. We'll go ahead and read X-ray first, because this is definitely seeing life through the eyes of the soul. And it's the last card in the book. So there could be something about, again, this is like the last page. It's like the beginning of the end for you guys, and it's the initiation of a new beginning for you, and even just like a new version of yourself. So X-rays, ability to pass through an opaque body. X-ray images show us the interior of a body. Only they know what lies in the depth of the spectrum, not visible to the human eye. All scientists will trust what X-rays show them, even though they do not have the ability to verify it with their own human vision. Human possesses our own X-ray machine, which is known as the third eye, as we've been talking about, right? The eye of the soul. And this is your multi-sensory perception system to pick up on what is going on within the quantum field, what is going on in dimensions beyond what it is that you can currently perceive. And I'm seeing something around you guys taking action right now in the present moment, and that's literally sending ripples down the space-time continuum that you're going to intersect with. So there's certain things that you guys are doing, and I'm hearing there's an illusion of stagnancy, but you're setting yourself up for success by the things that you guys are doing now. You know, it's like the action that you take now may not be instantly gratifying, the things that you're carrying now, but those are soon to carry you forward. And a lot of you are already on this. I'm hearing like next obstacle course, which is super interesting. But yeah, this is a non three-dimensional vision that has the ability to see, feel, or perceive things beyond what's presented as an opaque body. It refers to the use of intuition and trust what is seen literally in the visible field or the reach of our two eyes. So yeah, you guys are picking up on basically higher bandwidths of frequency light right now, and you're picking up on things that may not be available to, you know, the dimension limited avatar that you've incarnated into, but you're not bound by this avatar because you extend far beyond it. So your consciousness is literally, you know, traveling beyond this anatomical body, essentially. And some of you, I'm hearing like deja vu could be receiving like two separate streams of awareness that are colliding, and I'm hearing become aware of each other. So there could be something about quantum entangled states as well, where it's like you're receiving, I'm just hearing like divine downloads, because I'm seeing the scintillation card. So this could be like sudden bursts of creative ideas that you're actually picking up on from the quantum field, and I'm hearing like you're sending it to yourself in a lot of ways. But yeah, this is so interesting. Okay, let's talk about entropy. I've never seen this card before, so I'm excited. Let's discover it together. Entropy. Here we go. So it talks about loss of order in a system. Entropy indicates the level of molecular uncertainty of a system. So on a molecular level, there is something about applying your free will and feeling the fear, okay, on a, you know, biological level, with your ancestors expressing themselves through you, but still moving through the fear. And I'm hearing alchemizing this energy through this higher understanding and higher awareness that you are far more than just this physical vessel. And I'm hearing the anatomical, biological responses that you may have. So it is the measure of the amount of energy which is lost due to being unavailable to do work. It is the transition from a disorderly state to an even more disorderly state. There are notions of a microscopic order and disorder, uncertainty, a set of messages of which only one will be received. The word entropy comes from the Greek word meaning confusion, derived from a twisting motion. Turn around, turn, and change the layout. Oh, so yeah, this is what I'm seeing. And this is like the layout of your future, because again, it reminds you of the Emerald tablets where Thoth says, the future is an open book to all who can read, okay, and a man is only the effect of his cause, right? So it's like you're taking certain causes during this time. You guys are taking certain action, and that's having a reaction, okay? This is like charges that you guys are sending into the quantum field. They're like bioelectrical charges, and that's probably like the energy with the lightning bolt that I'm seeing. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. So there is something about, you know, that if you take this, or you apply your free will in this very specific way, there is a new sequence of events that will unlock for you. And it's like every tiny decision you make creates a branching universe, and you guys are moving your way literally through the multiverse or infinite potentials seamlessly. I'm hearing it's like seamlessly, it's like this intricate tapestry and you know exactly what you want your canvas to consist of, you know, in a lot of ways. Okay, and it also talks about, and again, changing the layout. This is why you guys have maybe divested from certain things and you're choosing to redirect your attention and creative life force and energy elsewhere. So at first look, entropy shows us disproportion. We improve by putting order to that molecular confusion. So again, it's like you're restoring chaos from order. And something that you felt like was chaotic in your life, I kind of get like the law of accident for you guys, where you could have even been seeing like negative synchronicities from keeping certain people in your life or continuing to invest in a certain path, and it just wasn't bringing you the fulfillment. Like I'm hearing that's why this thing, it like excites you more. And again, that's why I'm hearing it's not personal. You're calling all your life force back to you and you're investing in this very particular trajectory. That's what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing like a new horizon open up as a result of that, like the golden hour. So we improve by putting order to that molecular confusion, get down to earth, introduce organization, establish your ideas so you can clear your hesitation. And that's exactly what the gravitational acceleration was about. And that's why it's almost like you're getting clear now. It's like order is being restored from chaos in your life, and there was a secret order to the disorder. Maybe there's certain things that you're drawing in from those experiences that I'm hearing extracting, okay, from these experiences. And I'm also seeing like a CIA energy where it's like you're, you know, like an extraction process. So I feel like a lot of you are having like a clean transition right now, or a clean escape from certain, you know, just circumstances, situations that are just not this, they're just not in resonance anymore. It's like it's a big huge contradiction. You can't be this kind of person, or like you can't be this kind of person while still doing these kind of things, you know. It's almost like there was a contradicting factor that was causing like a distortion. Yeah, this is super interesting. So a lot of you have got like clear, and again, this is like a clear sense of direction. And with the spiral, it kind of gives me an energy of, you know, you're always on an ascending path. You're always on a path of ascension, but there is something about you came back to the same circumstances and situations and realized that you were not the same person anymore. You know, it's like you learned something of great value since the last time around, and you're getting to do something that you didn't get to do the last time. So there is something about I'm hearing honesty, okay, is the best policy. Being honest with yourself, right? Being honest with others. And I'm hearing your actions are going to embody that truth, okay, from this next phase. And I'm hearing also the truth of what it is that you go on to do is going to be shown in the fruits of your labor, which is super interesting. Okay, so it kind of, I'm seeing like the Jack and the Beanstalk energy, where nobody, you know, the mother didn't really believe in the bean and she threw it out the window, and it's something that other people could have discarded for some of you, but it's almost like that's about to like grow overnight. It kind of reminds me of that energy. I'll try and find that reading and link it down below. But yeah, super interesting. So you're definitely gaining a clearer sense of direction when it comes to some kind of aspect of your life, but I'm seeing like you've made it to a certain path which which has made you look, I'm hearing like a bit weird to the outside world, but you know, weird is just someone who can control their fate and destiny. So it's almost like your fate is in your own hands. I just got a notification about, yeah, one of you commented, I hope you don't mind if I share this, but you literally mentioned something about having the law of accident. So again, a lot of you, this could have been something that shook up your vibrational frequency. And this reminds you of a tower moment with the lightning bolt and Uranus energy. I feel like that's what they were talking about, where you guys had a tower moment. There were certain people that were literally taken out of your energy field, or there were certain circumstances where it was like karma says, I'm going to use the same person again and again to hurt you until you learn, right? You're not supposed to change or impart anything on others, but it's you who's supposed to change through this process. So yeah, a lot of you went through a huge refinement period, and that's why what used to be your flaw is about to become, no, what used to be your ceiling is about to become your flaw. But I'm seeing like you're doubling up, because I'm seeing like a double decker right now. So you're about to have like a huge quantum leap because of this, because you're releasing like just a lot of stagnant debris, okay, or things that were causing I'm hearing an illusion of forward movement, but it was just a repeated cycle of some kind. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and see what's going on. But anyway, you were talking something about like a tower moment that happened. You said you randomly had a seizure, and you even talked about the lightning. was out as well, so literally just confirmation for the tower moment. And while the lightning was out, you were going through like a basically a divorce, and you heard a loud clap. So again, a lot of you, this was like the universe waking you up. You know, it's like when you have a tower moment, it becomes your biggest catalyst. So a lot of you, it's like you didn't really know how strong you were until you were left with no other option, and that could be how it feels or how it's felt, okay, to get to where it is that you are now, okay, or to get to where it is that you are in alignment with, depending where you guys are on the timeline. But let's go ahead and see what's going on here. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on. Okay, yeah, to be fair, so there is something about, again, with justice, it's like there is no more karmic debt owed, there is no more karmic credit due. It's almost like I'm hearing a lot of you allowing just bygones to be bygones, and you're just keeping it stepping forward, right? But yeah, there's something about treading new terrain during this time, new terrain. And there could be new contracts that are coming in with you. There also could be certain contracts that you realize that you were not bound to stay in, whether this is professionally or in your personal life. There is something about recalibration moment. Maybe this was the imbalanced energy exchanges that you felt like were depleting you in some way, or just wasn't bringing you the satisfaction with the scales. And then with the leg up, this was your biggest catalyst. I'm hearing this was like a huge moment of realization for you guys. And a leg up also shows that the universe is supporting you in this decision, okay, or has been supporting you, or will be if you're still making this decision. But yeah, there is something about a leg up, people coming into your experience that I'm hearing now being deployed to you as you've accessed these new ranges of frequency I'm seeing, okay? Let's go ahead and see what else. But yeah, there's something about you were able to extend compassion, because that's what it talks about, compassion and empathy, but also having enough compassion for yourself to not stay in circumstances or situations that you felt like were just, it was not going to, I'm hearing, support this phase in your life. And we have Angel of Balance, so things are balancing out. You can even see the Cairo pyramids there, so there is something about an alignment that's going on right now, because this is like with Orion's belt. So there's something about a huge alignment that's going on, and you guys were like following the river of stars and seas. It also reminds me of the temperance energy, so this could be like a slow and relaxed manifestation style where moderation and balance is, you know, balancing back out, and you guys are really moderating what it is that you want in this experience and the things that you do not at this stage in your life with your third eye, okay, with Archangel Metatron, because Archangel Metatron basically talks about being clear about what it is that you want in your future, what is in alignment with that, what isn't. It's saying that your third eye is your gift of foresight. This is the gift of foresight that you guys have, and I'm seeing that being granted to you, okay, by the High Priestess energy that has also been within you, that you're now activating. But yeah, with Angel of Balance, things are beginning to balance out in your life. I'm hearing things are also beginning to make sense right now when it comes to why you were being guided to do certain things. So being centered and self-honoring in your choices. So again, this is something that you had to do to honor the soul's path, and this was a true act of self-love, I'm hearing, and a true act of courage for you guys, which was to make, you know, decisions for the soul's path that would, I'm hearing, bring you complete harmony, okay, especially in the long term so this shows a liquid light in front of the pyramids, reminding you that a strong destiny relies on a solid foundation of personal balance and emotional equanimity. The fact that I said density as well, there could be something about something felt really dense, or like it was weighing on your destiny, right? Or something that you felt called or destined to step into. Maybe this is like a role that you felt destined to step into, but there was a lot of dense emotions or just vibrations or debris within your field that you felt like you needed to kind of clear up in order to like really pursue this thing, okay? That's almost what it gives me. So there's something on like a perception switch. You guys are focusing on all that you had to gain, okay, but it came with like a refinement period that had to happen, and this is, I'm hearing, your biggest catalyst. So although things may have been out of sync in the past, this card is telling you that a greater equilibrium is now coming into your life. And I'm seeing like all chapters or facets of your life, right? This could be like the different facets in your professional life, in your personal life, in health and wealth and money. So remain conscious about how you are balancing your goals and your physical and emotional energy as well. Whenever you feel yourself getting off center or losing focus, call upon this beautiful angel and bring her attention into your heart center. Your intuition will lead you to the right direction. And again, I feel like it's that internal knowing for you guys. Your intuition will lead you in the right direction. An angel and will guide you to a peaceful and centered approach. So again, self-honoring in your choices, aligning your actions with your belief systems, with your morals, ethics, and values. And then you have 40 here at the base with Archangel Metatron. So clarity of thought and personal vision. So there's something about you had to honor your personal vision in a lot of ways. You know, you had to honor your personal vision. So this talks about, again, the bright indigo vibrations, tuning into basically, like, a lot of you knew what a continuum would lead you, what destined outcome would await you on a very particular lifeline that you were on, or a very particular continuum that you were on. And this is something that you altered. Okay, it's like you altered the fate of your destiny by, I'm hearing a critical junction, and this was an application of your free will to, you know, remove yourself from certain circumstances, and you literally shifted timelines because of this, right? So this talks about, again, when this appears upright, indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing, okay? In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on the way to developing a deeper insight around what's going on in your life and why. And I feel like, again, you're understanding the why things have had to happen the way that they did. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. Where do you want to look? Where do you want your life to look? What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight that you need to create a vibrant life is available to you. So there is some type of insight that you guys are gaining when it comes to you, again, your personal vision during this time. And with a leg up, I just feel like you guys are being supported in the angelic realm. This also could be like destined fated encounters. Okay, I'm hearing even like earth angels that could be coming into your experience here as well. I'm hearing even if this is words of confirmation or people coming into your experience as messengers. This talks about receiving help. So yeah, this could be people that are assisting you during this time in your life. Okay, this talks about the perfect people will arrive at the perfect time so long as you step forward with a mustard seed of faith. And I'm hearing a lot of your mustard seeds of faiths, guys, and this unwavering faith that you had is going to lead to like money trees. Okay, that's what I'm seeing, Money Trees by Kendrick Lamar. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and see what else should we see. Let's take a look at the Shaman's Dream Oracle message, because I feel like this is you guys journeying into other worlds. I like this vibe. I like it a lot. And I feel like there's a new immersive experience that you're going to be stepping into, especially when it comes to your connections to others. I love this. This is something that has been reserved to you since the beginning of time with the unmarked trail. It's almost like the boy with the sword and the stone. And I'm hearing like you can't miss or bypass what is for you, right? What is truly for you will not pass you by. That's the energy that it gives me. But you guys are going, you're taking the less traveled road, and it requires you to pack lightly, okay, at this stage in your journey. So an unprecedented experience, discovery, and a revelation. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights in their quest for the Holy Grail to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one has ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the dark forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified to find what you seek. The manicured path will bring you only temporary pleasure and then later greater pain. Stop it. You already know there's no reward at the end of the road that you're following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart and sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have word with past challenges. Get out of character. Try the outrageous and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. So again, it's like a trail that hasn't been walked before, a path that hasn't been walked before. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, right? Your soul and your mind will follow, right? The physical vessel. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. So the universe is definitely supporting you guys in this endeavor, okay? And with the warning obstacles, I feel like this is something that you're now bypassing. This is basically, it tells you that anything that's, anything that you felt like you've had to eject yourself from, or you felt like you weren't moving forward in, and you were just running into this wall. It's almost like you were running on a treadmill and you were getting nowhere in a situation, and it's like now you're being invited to begin to tread mills, right? To begin to tread millions or tread billions. So there's something about this new abundance mindset that you guys have. That's almost what it gives me. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this deck as well. I'm quite curious to see what comes up here. But yeah, it's like the oracles. You guys are looking at life through the eyes of the oracle, Gaia gateway activation. Okay, so learning, experience, wisdom, transmission, earth intelligence. So again, you guys are very intelligent in the way that you navigate this third dimensional construct, and it's because you are anchoring down higher levels of awareness that extend far beyond this anatomical body. So it's almost like you're in this cosmic gameplay, right? It's like you're in the matrix, but you're applying a higher, I'm hearing higher rank, like a higher level. This could be about a spiritual rank in some way. Not something that you're like identifying with around I am this or I am that, but it's just that I am, right? I'm just applying my infinite potential in this realm, you know? So it kind of gives me that element. So crystal, skull, wisdom, clarity, divine healing, high vibrational energy here at the base as well. So again, this talks about things becoming clear to you at this time. There is something about, again, you being supported on this journey as well with Gaia gateway activation. So let's go ahead and read this as well. This is more about your mission on Earth. That's what it gives me. It's almost like you have a lot of interest here when it comes to your mission on Earth. Let's talk about this. Gaia gateway activation. This basically talks about ascension, okay, has been thought of as moving beyond the limitations of the body and transcending the physical realm. But that is in fact the process of becoming present in the body and full awareness of the spirit within. So again, you guys are aware that you're spiritual being having a human experience and you're making the most out of this human experience. That's what this is. And you're not limiting yourself to just one way of doing that, you know, or it has to be this way. Right now you're putting unwavering faith in this internal knowing that you have, and because of that, I'm hearing like magical timelines await you. You guys are stepping into a plan that is so much bigger than you could have even comprehended, right? I'm hearing a plan in store for you. So this talks about sometimes it's not our role to know how everything will unfold. When you draw this card, it's a reminder to trust the plan. The wisdom of Gaia is within you at this time, and you can enjoy the natural expansion that's taking place. You may have a tendency to go traveling and look to the stars for answers, but realize that the planet you call home has much to offer to you. You've chosen to be here. This may not be easy to accept, especially if your current reality is a harsh one, but your current experiences are vital for your growth. I'm seeing like fertilizer as well. There is something about you guys becoming more emotionally sovereign during this time, and like just stepping into your sovereign creator. It's like you're no longer just, I'm hearing it's like you're the shape of your destiny. You're not just allowing something that's been handed to you and called your destiny, right, around what other people have tried to convince you is your destiny to be handed to you. That's almost what it gives me here. And it's like things can change, you can change things, or things can change you, and you're not allowing your external factors or situations to change you. You're not just becoming a product of your environment. You are shaping your environment into what it is that you want it to be through your perception. So this is helping you transcend any what seems to be a current limitation. So this might not be easy to accept, blah, blah, blah. The earth herself cannot escape the challenges that she is facing at this time. Learn from her strength. Learn from her yearning for a better future. Come back to her. She is your chosen home. So there's something about respecting this temporary home that you guys are in and coming back to that instead of just attaching to the construct of this matrix, which is just like a cosmic overlay, right? It's just like a gameplay experience on earth, but it's not earth. So it's like you're coming back to the true essence, you know, of this third dimensional realm, which is for the purpose of experiencing this dualistic nature of this reality, right? And how are you handling this duality? How are you navigating this duality? What are your responses to these experiences? And I feel like with the high priest energy, it's almost like you're handling these what seems to be current limitations or blockages, as we talked about, like an obstacle course here, as your higher self would, you know, with this higher level of awareness. And that's helping you move fluidly through these experiences. Okay, move fluidly through these experiences. Right, let's take a look at a star child message. Okay, we have the Lost Cloak. I like this one a lot because she kind of looks like a hermit. She actually, I feel like she is the epitome of the hermit there. And it's interesting that there's like a portal. I don't know if you guys can see that, a portal at the top. And it kind of looks like Stonehenge or a Stargate that she just walked out of. And it looks like a 8-pointed star seed there with her staff. So it really gives me hermit vibes there, which is super interesting. Right, let's go ahead and find this card and I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. The Lost Cloak. I've only seen this one once before. She doesn't really come out a lot, and it was in a personal read. So there is something about this being personal for you guys, like not personal for the human, but just something that you personally want to experience when it comes to your own independent subjective journey. Okay, let's talk about this square. 8, the Lost Cloak. Okay, this talks about releasing old identities, magnificence realized, unveiling your highest truth, source self, light body. When I released who I thought I was, I allowed the true depths of my divine beingness to be revealed to me in each moment. My heart shines with joyful starlight. So Lemurian star child, do you feel a weight of many identities, which are like cloaks that you are wearing? So this is about knowing that you guys are the wearer of this cloak, right? You guys are the one that is wearing this garment, but you are not, you know, this garment or this physical vessel. You are the awareness that is seated deep within this. So it's almost like deep within your finite being or vessel organism lies the infinite nature, right, of your soul. So there is something about this is just a temporary home that's encasing your awareness, okay, that's housing your awareness in this temporary home so that you can experience life on earth. So there's something about being able to allow the spirit to, this is the difference, okay, it's like your spirit is guiding the physical vessel and they're moving as one, instead of this dissonance that's happening where the ego or the physical vessel is leading and the soul is almost like, you know, just I'm hearing being kind of like is having to submit to the free will of the human. And there's something about a pending, I'm just seeing something pending where it clicks, and this is where the law of accident happens for you, for everyone else, all children in these different stages of growth, right? So each time you release one of the personas, more of your true self is revealed to you. And these cloaks, again, these can be something karmic that you guys have taken on biologically, and this is something that you're dropping freely now. There is no debt that needs to be repaid, as we talked about, because all is forgiven in Ascension. So however you reclaim freedom from your past, you need to experience freedom as a core truth. So this could be certain archetypal molds that you guys have basically taken on, different identities that I'm hearing the wearer has taken on to survive through this experience and the hardships. And maybe this is something that was created out of trauma for some of you. However, who it is that you've had to be in order to get here is no longer who you need to be continuing to move forward through this existence. So there's something about breaking free from this shell of who you are and coming into the true essence of the true self, right? Which is not this physical vessel and not the experiences that you have endured, okay? Because in essence, none of them really happened. It's an energetic holographic projection. So yeah, the message of this card is to see through belief and emotional attachments that keeps the cloak in place. No other outside force is holding you back from revealing, receiving, and claiming your true self. Your cloak are ancient relics that have no true power now. So again, this is almost like very, very interesting, very, very interesting for you guys. This talks about, again, it even says, dear one, between Eden and Lemuria and the present time, there have been many earth disasters. The residue of these events is stored in your emotional memory. By remembering your pristine energy of Lemuria, you can resource yourself. So again, you guys are a multiverse or universal organism of consciousness, and there is something about, again, extending and connecting to the whole of yourself that extends far beyond your experiences on earth. This could be like the memory that you guys are recovering, but you're a self-sustaining organism, which means that you are self-rejuvenating. You guys are self-revitalizing, self-regenerating. So you guys are able to, you know, just clear any kind of like attachments that maybe the ego has got, you know, accustomed to. Some of you, this is like familiarity or an accustomed spot of some kind. And you're realizing where I'm kind of seeing that image of where this girl is trying to break free from her past, but the roots of her past have been holding her back. And there is something about allowing yourself to fully, blossom into the whole of yourself by detaching from basically just anything that is stopping you from moving forward into this new cycle. So whether this is belief systems that no longer serve you, maybe these are connections, I'm hearing there's just something that is built on a very compromised foundation. And I'm hearing you're going to be surprised in the ways that you are going to be able to flourish despite your circumstances, because I'm seeing like seeds kind of in between concrete, right? So there is something about, even if others who have, denounced this or have laughed, okay, I'm seeing like things that have people that have thrown dirt upon your name and it turned to soil and you grew up out it. This is about true alchemy, being able to take those experiences that are leaden, right, that are like heavy metals, these low vibrational frequencies in the way that you once related to your past, and recovering the silver lining and seeing that you don't really know how strong you are until you were left with no other option. So yeah, there is something around true alchemy, being able to turn this into a golden opportunity, being able to use this as disposal to your advantage, and being able to go through the most amount of contrast in this experience for your soul's growth, okay? And this has allowed you to become, I'm hearing, like an indestructible force. You now have this unshakable confidence, because you know yourself through and through. So again, would you like to feel the strength that allows you to take off these cloaks and show your true self? The power comes from within, and you can be inspired by your light family. When you realize that there are many who support you both in flesh and in spirit, you can easily muster the courage to shine completely. So again, this is about your life unfolding during this time, and this is about you needing to see these aspects of yourself that you can fully heal them and integrate them. And children understand that cloaks are imaginary, just like in the fairy tale, the emperor's new clothes. Now you are naked emotionally and you are showing your heart to the world. I love this because it's how vulnerability is the only bridge to connection. And it's like you guys are being vulnerable at this stage in your life because you're doing things that you haven't done before, right? You guys are stepping into unknown terrain. Vulnerability means that you have to make friends with the unknown. You don't know how your reality is going to reconfigure itself once it corresponds with this internal truth that you're stepping into, right? And that you're now embodying. But yeah, there is something about maybe this is being vulnerable when it comes to putting yourself out there, putting things that you've created out there into the world. And I'm hearing that's going to be the bridge where other people are going to be able to connect to you, and it's just so authentic as well. But yeah, the Emperor's New Clothes, that's really standing out to me. I've heard that tale before. Let me go ahead and read it though. Let me see what it's about. The Emperor's New Clothes. Moral. This talks about it's best to be honest and trust your own judgment rather than following the advice of others. The story also teaches that vanity can lead to embarrassment and deception. And again, vanity is about being too concerned about how other people see you, So speak up for what's right. That's the first message. And it talks about the emperor's pride prevents him from acknowledging reality until it's too late. Many people knew he was naked but chose not to speak up. So that's funny. And it says don't rely on hearsay and be authentic. So there is something about, again, focusing on your own experiential data in this experience, right, on earth, instead of just hearsay of others and what they perceive not to be possible. Because I feel like you guys are about to demonstrate the impossible in this experience. And it also talks about being authentic, cultivate self-trust and authenticity to act from your own integrity. Okay, so integrity means that you're doing things not seeking external acceptance or validation or permission to do certain things, because it compromises your integrity in the process. So if you want a witness, be your own, to the things that you go on to do, because I'm hearing like not everyone is going to understand. Some people need to see things to believe it. So that's what it gives me. But yeah, what the heck prevents him from, and this reminds me of the Moses energy. So it's like you guys are being called to step out into a new way of being. There's something that you're prophesizing during this time because he was a prophet. And it also gives me an energy of how the emperor was blinded by pride. So there is something about realizing where people may not have like the eyes to see, the eye to see their experience. It talks about also, again, it's best to trust oneself. Okay, super interesting. Well, I'm going to look more into that story. I think I've heard it before, but I think I actually had a astral travel around this a long time ago. Yeah, super interesting. This also could be about certain people getting exposed by the things that you go on to do. That's almost what it gives me. And there's a plot as well. It talks about a plot. Yeah. And you're not doing things out of vanity, right? With the Emperor and his shadow. It's almost like you're going to reach high levels of establishment within your career and other life goals that you've set for yourself because you're following your highest excitement. You know, Mars energy is almost like you're relying on your ambitions. You're relying on your motivations. You're not also afraid to like sever ties from things that just don't serve you anymore. Okay, so that's definitely what it gives me. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what else comes through for you. We'll open up with this deck. Okay. This deck, she's been through it, okay? She's literally over a decade old. This is my first ever deck. And with the High Priestess, you can even see the owl there as well, hopefully. But yeah, there's something about her even holding the pomegranate, and she's even got the papyrus there in her hand. There is something about with a pomegranate. It's the fruit of the underworld. So it's almost like you're going through a huge death and rebirth during this time, okay? Because you've explored deep into your own psyche, deep into your own shadow, you know. Right, let's go ahead and take a look at the theme around your life right now then. Oh, okay. This is kind of coming out before its time, but that's cool. Oh, okay. I'm not mad at it. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, look. The first card, Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor in this card, again, he's ruled by Aries. So there is something, and Aries, the sign as well, but Aries, the god of war. There is something about, even with this Emperor, he almost looks like some kind of star origin. He kind of reminds me of the Mousy deck, not the Mousy deck. No. What's the, I can't remember off the top of my head. There's a... Let me find it, because this could be the recovery of some memory that you guys have from Mars. It's just basically Martian connections. There's a specific star seed that's like connections to the Martian energy. Maldek. Okay, yeah, the Maldek. But yeah, there's something around the connections that are really coming through. That's what I'm seeing in his higher archetypal form. And he also has eagles here at the top and a lot of gold. So there is something about a golden opportunity when it comes to your career and other life goals that you guys have set for yourself. And with temperance here at the base, yeah, this is definitely something that is balancing out, okay? There's something that is balancing out there. You also have judgment. So again, this is like a calling to follow some type of career goal, okay? For a lot of you, this is a calling where maybe some of your purpose is like guiding your career in some way, right? Or a higher power internally within you is guiding your career in some way, or the things that you go on to do. And then you also have the Magician, right? And the Magician comes right before the High Priestess. So there is something around you're very sure of your preferences, you're very sure of your desires during this time. He is focusing on the art of alchemy as well. So he's using any kind of hardships during his life, anything that he has had to sever ties with in order to get to this status, to essentially become his greatest catalyst, okay, for the things that he goes on to do. So for example, right, very, very generic, but let's talk about like Adele. Okay, so she went through a series of heartbreaks, right? She went through this repetitive feedback loop, and she went on to create these great, you know, just songs, right? She created this art, she created this masterpiece from her life, and she saw her life as a masterpiece, right? Even though she was still going through that work in progress, but in order to be able to connect with other people in her audience and for people to resonate with her music in such a way, she had to be vulnerable, you know, and that vulnerability was a bridge to connection. So this could be something that you guys are doing here, you know. It kind of gives me that vibe, whether you're musicians, whether you're artists, it's something that you're translating from your life experience. And yeah, it's just going to touch a lot of people. That's what it gives me. And then you have the Page of Wands. So there is something about like you're skipping a bunch of steps here, but in the best way possible, because it kind of gives me a quantum leap energy. Because at the front you had the Page of Wands, right? And then at the base you had the Emperor. So there is something around you don't see yet how quickly things are going to accelerate. And again, this is like the gravitational acceleration, because you've got clear about the things that do bring you fulfillment. Because with the Page of Wands, he's gone through a series of unfulfilling experiences and he's ready to try something at the other end of the spectrum. So it's almost like you guys are being catapulted to a new trajectory at this stage in your life, you know. That's definitely what it gives me. And with the Four of Coins, this could be something that you are keeping to yourself during this time. Damn, I missed this deck. Okay, I'm gonna take you with me, boo. I'm gonna take you with me. Oh goodness. Wow. I cannot tell you how, yeah, it gives me a different type of nostalgic feeling. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on. But really, it's all happening in the here and now, but it's a very specific frequency that comes through. This is something that you guys have been well seasoned for, you know. All right, let's see. We also have the Knight of Swords. So very fast, rapid momentum when it comes to your career and other life goals that you've set for yourself during this time, okay? With the Hanged Man, again, this is Neptune energy. So you may feel like you're seeing life through enlightened eyes, which is like healed eyes, right? It's like you're finally understanding why you had signed up for certain experiences, even if this was unconsciously, because it would be optimal for your soul's growth, you know? That's definitely what it gives me. But yeah, there's definitely like rapid acceleration that happens for you guys. And again, this is like, you're finally going to understand why you were being redirected, right? Why you were being rejected from certain experiences, why you had to eject yourself from certain experiences. This is rejection is protection and redirection. So this is a realignment, and you're beginning to see the cup as half full rather than half empty. You're focusing on everything that you are to gain, right? So yeah, this is knowing that also like the past cannot be undone, and you guys are no longer looking back unless you're admiring how far it is that you've come. And that's your King Midas touch with the King of Pentacles. That is your King Midas touch. Some of you, this could be a business, but because of this, you're standing on very like fertile ground. That's definitely what it gives me, because there's something I'm hearing. Something is like your muse during this time. Something is like your muse. Yeah, very interesting. All right. Yeah, we even have the Emperor here at the base too. All right, so yeah, definitely big Emperor vibes. Definitely big Emperor vibes. Let's go ahead and take a look at a astrological theme, and we'll see if anything specific comes through. I hope that you guys had a great full moon in Cancer. Let's go ahead and see what's going on around this endeavor, freedom and adventure. And it was interesting because I was seeing the Archer earlier, which is about you being in the right direction in some aspect of your life. Moon in Sagittarius is a 9 of Wands element, so it's almost like you're closer now than you ever have been in your whole life. And it talks about being super courageous. You've been able to pick yourself up when you've been down, and you know, when you were left with no other option, you've been able to again see how far it is that you've come. And there is something about, it's like there is scars there, okay? There's scars as a reminder, but I'm seeing it as like a tiger stripe. So there's something about like you've earned your stripe in the situation. But yeah, with the rocket ship, it's almost like prepare to go sky high. All right, there's something about, again, prepare to go sky high with a gravitational acceleration. And yeah, I'm seeing like the Archer as well, so something's being pulled back and like you're heading in a new trajectory. It's almost like, you know, you thought that you were going to hit this target or this aim, right? Again, a goal orientated person with a target that we were talking about earlier, and then it's almost like, you know, you're shifting your vision right now, and I'm hearing like you're locked into a new target, a new goal. Your deeper resolve rises, eclipse and Aquarius awakening, and I'm hearing, yes, this is what I was meant to do. Like, yes, this was my initial intentions when sending on to Earth. Yes. So, you know, it's almost like that energy. It's like this internal knowing around, yeah, this feels right. This is me. Okay, Scorpio energy, yeah, the psyche. So yeah, it's like your psyche. It feels completely incongruent with your soul's journey. Again, a lot of you could actually be journeying, all right? That could be significant for you. I'm hearing medicinal. It doesn't have to be all of you, but it does give me shamanic vibes, or you're going on like this sacred pilgrimage of some kind, or maybe like you're studying something that may be sacred to you. Maybe it's like sacred to your soul in some way, right? Maybe something that you're learning is going to be applied in the timeline, all right, that you're on, all right, during this time. There also could be something around, again, this even could be like a spiritual journey or like an internal pilgrimage that you guys have gone through to follow that black light, right, with the Scorpion energy. Go deep into, I'm hearing, the mysteries that are you, okay? And it's like you're uncovering the mysteries in regards to maybe what was once a mystery is now becoming evidently clear to you, right? That's definitely what it gives me too. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, doing something risky. We even have the tiger here, doing something risky, taking a chance. So connections to 5th house, this could be something creatively. So yeah, you guys definitely aren't your stripes in a situation. Yeah, let's take a look at some tea messages and then we'll close out. There we go. It could be something about a reset. I'm hearing a cosmic reset that's going on in your life. All right, bird perched, waiting on news, package, or letter for you guys, okay? And then, yeah, hard work ahead at the base too. We also have fan, romance, celebration, party. Okay, so this could be something that you guys are going to celebrate. We do have romances in the air as well. So this could be something that you're stepping into a season where you're going to love on yourself in a way that you haven't. People are going to love the things that you go on to do with romances in the air. A meeting with a stranger could be significant. So again, I definitely get like, do not neglect to show hospitality to others, for thereby some may have entertained angels unawares. So there could be something about entertaining archangels and being unaware of it during this time. I'm also seeing like a chain reaction, but also like a chain of proteins or DNA. So there's something about this being translated into like the physical experience through the protein in your DNA. But the rest of it is multidimensional and holographic. So there is something about the rest of this. This is maybe memories that are going to be returning to you when it comes to past lives or parallel lives and other planetary star systems with somebody that's coming into your experience. Yeah, angel. Yeah, look at that, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So definitely like some kind of earth angel for you guys. And then we also have a Chairfield, someone new is entering your life. Mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. This is all the leg up energy. All right, let me know when it happens for you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at what else. We also have anger. Control your anger, you'll be sorry with the lightning energy. So again, there is something about alchemizing and transmuting that. Okay, we also have increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So that's the alchemy that you guys are doing. I feel like this is just gonna, it's just gonna put you into, I'm hearing, it's gonna put you into like beast mode in that way. That's what it gives me. Where it's like, it's just going to charge you up. It's going to charge up the physical vessel with the lightning bolt. That's what it gives me. All right, we also have dog, protection from a powerful friend. I always see that as like Anubis energy or energy in regards to protection from a powerful friend in the non-physical realm. But this also could be in the physical. I feel like it's both for you guys in your etheric, cosmic origin nature, and then also like your earthly experience. It's being translated into both or mirrored, as above, so below. So plenty of material things as well. So definitely a lot of abundance coming in for you guys. We have good news. So this could be like good news to your ears. I'm hearing that's music to my ears. Marriage, new contract. Some of you, this could be contracts in the music industry, I'm hearing, or just something that you're doing. This is also something that you're committing yourself to as well. But yeah, with contracts, something that you guys are committing yourself to, also new contracts coming in. Let's go ahead and take a look at some Kipper messages too. There is also like a gift coming in because my card is catching my eye right now. So we have imprisonment, and then we also have distant horizon. So at the base, you guys are definitely going to be breaking free from just situations or circumstances that you feel like have been limiting to you in some way. And it has the mouse, which also in that deck talks about discord amongst friends or family. Yeah, we also have great fortune. So there is something about like being able to recover. It's something is just really going to motivate you. That's what it gives me. With the motivation, we've got mature women here at the base, so you could be maturing through experiences where you're realizing that you're not the circumstances that have happened and that you can transcend them. It's your attachment that creates self-created states of suffering. We have unexpected income, yeah. The gold, honey, look at that, right? And we have twin in labor, so this isn't something that's just come easily to you. I'm hearing it's due to your unwavering faith, where you're stepping into a season of receiving for all it is that you've given. We have high honor as well. So yeah, this is great value coming into your life. Okay, this is something that is going to be changing. We also have mature man, could be significant, right? Whether it's you or someone else coming into your experience. And we have community, so definitely pay attention to some kind of connection coming in within your community. Some of you, this is online, okay? But this is like 11th house energy with a communal environment. So it's where the cosmos grants you wishes through your luck, social occasion, or connections to others. Okay, so that's going to be significant for you guys. Right, let's go ahead and close out with an angel of a message. We have 777 alignment. We have 13, 13, 13, 111, and 1111. Okay, so 1313 is about clarity. As the storm passes, the clarity is felt faster than lightning is seen against the dark sky. The divine is reminding you that clarity is readily available. All you have to do is ask. You have weathered the storm and now the sky is clearing. So 1313, 111 destiny. Follow what you feel, listen to your intuition as it helps to guide you towards what you're manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all it is that you desire. Listen, lean in, and follow your soul. 777 alignment. Your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. Okay. So 1111. Intuition, trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it's guiding you. Listen in. What is it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it. Close your eyes and trust the path that you're on. Okay, so clarification for you guys. 1818 at the base, which talks about optimism, talks about brightest days always come after the darkest nights, and the brightest stars shine on the darkest nights. So you guys are entering into your highest culmination due to the contrast of this reality. So I'm gonna leave you guys right there, even though I don't want to. I kind of like ran out of cards to use, you know. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope that it brought you everything that you need to hear at this stage in your journey. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below, and until next time, bye.